Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a little video about me. Let me just explain so you don't get the wrong idea. Whenever I look through other people's YouTube channels, I always tend to look out for their get to know me tag or an about me tag, that kind of thing. So I thought to myself that I didn't have one on mine, so maybe I should get that done. And so that's why I'm doing this today, to sort of, let people who watch get to know me, because I find that I tend to connect better or understand where the person is coming from after I've watched their get to know me video or random facts about me video. So that's why I'm here today. So I thought about doing this 50 random facts tag, but I was like, 50? No way, there's no way I'm doing that. So I rounded it up to a nice 10. So that's what I'm going to be working with, 10 things or 10 facts about me. Before I go ahead, I'd just like to tell you what this channel is about, because I don't think I have a video about that either. This channel works in tandem with my blog. I blog at WordPress, and it got to a point where I wanted to start uploading videos onto my blog, but it turned out you have to upgrade or pay something, and I was like, nah, I'm not paying anything extra. So I thought, okay, why don't I just start a YouTube channel? And it's worked out great, and that's why I'm here today. So my blog and this channel covers a broad range of topics, pretty much under the lifestyle banner. I talk about hair, food, politics, music, my faith, a whole bunch of different stuff. So check it out. And yeah, so that's what this channel is about. So let me just go ahead without further ado. Okay, so my first fact is that I am unashamedly Christian. Jesus Christ is the only reason why I'm here today. I believe in the existence of a God. And when I say a God, I don't mean some cosmic superpower that's floating in the skies. I mean an actual God with a personality. In my case, or in my belief, it's Jehovah, and he's the center of my existence. I am 24 years old. In a few weeks I'll be 24, and every time I think about it, every time thoughts of my age crosses my mind, I begin to palpitate and hyperventilate at the same time, and I tell you, it is not a good combination. I don't know where the time, I don't really know, like, where did the time go? What happened? Because when I was much younger, I used to think that if your age was double digits and the first digit was more than 2, you are old. So they think that I just have half a decade left of my 20s. You know what, let's just leave this topic. I don't understand, where was I when time was passing? I don't even know. Let's move on. I don't want to start overthinking that one at this point. I'm a hoarder. I hoard. I just can't seem to throw things away. And I don't mean maybe I eat a packet of biscuits or something and I cannot throw the wrapper away. That's what I'm talking about. I mean things that have like sentimental value or things that I've used before. I find really hard to throw them away. Don't even do that to me. Don't make me try and throw these things away. At every point in my life, I've had a collection of something. There was a time I had a collection of stones. I mean, I would see stones on the street or wherever I was, and if I thought they had an interesting color or an interesting shape or something, I would pick it up, take it home and keep it. I had this massive bag full of stones. God knows how many kilograms that thing weighed. And I'm sure that if I take it to like a geologist or some kind of stone expert, they would say that I had a pretty decent collection. I was pretty proud of my collection. Anyway, I don't have it anymore. I've let it go. Now I have a collection of clothes tags. And I'm not talking your regular, clothes tags. I'm talking about the really cool one. There's some really cool clothes tags out there. Yes, that's what I'm keeping now. I love music. I absolutely adore music and everything that it comes with. I believe in the power of music. I believe in what music can do, and I also happen to blog about that because it got to a point where I didn't want my music to overshadow the posting or the blogging that I was doing. So I thought, okay, why don't I just start a music blog? And I started one. It's called Eternal Choir. I'll put a link below as well. I'm Nigerian, specifically Yoruba, and I've come to this point where I'm trying to, become more in touch with my roots. Over the past year and a half, I spent most of my time abroad, and I wouldn't say I experienced cultural shock, because I wasn't shocked, but I just became more culturally aware, and I've been trying to, be more in touch with my roots. I know that sounds a bit pretentious, but I don't know how else to put it, but I'm just trying to become, be more connected with my heritage, if that makes any sense. Anyway, so I'm proudly Yoruba and probably Nigerian, although I'll explain that second bit later. I love books, I love reading. I believe that books have shaped who I am today. I mean, most of the things that I know, I read, and you just can't divorce or divorce, I guess it depends on divorce, reading from growth. I mean, to me anyway, that's just the way, because you expand your thinking. I just like reading. These babies ain't fake. I think most of my humor is lost on most people. When you have to explain your jokes to people before they understand, and even when you explain, they still don't get it. Something isn't quite right. You can always tell. So I think that happens to me a lot. So a lot of things I do or I say that's supposed to be so funny to me, people just don't get it. And by the time you start explaining, it just spoils the whole show, honestly. Like when I said these babies aren't fake, I was trying to poke fun at people who actually say something like that. Not that I really meant it, although they aren't fake, but you see, the whole purpose is already defeated. My joke is already running flat. So that's the kind of thing I sort of have to face all the time. Not all the time, but lots of times. I think the one person who probably gets my jokes is my brother. I think we have the same sort of humor. We understand each other's jokes. But it's probably because he's older than me, and I sort of learned to laugh at what he laughed at. So that's probably part of the reason why. I have a weakness for food. I love food. I mean, it's bad. It is really bad. There's some things you can't even bring in front of me, like cake. You bring cake in front of me, it's going to be a deadly day. In fact, But the thing is, whenever I say things like this, or like I like food a lot, I eat a lot, people are like, yes, eat more, because I'm small, and they're like, okay, yes, it's good. But they're like, yes, why don't you try and make fat people feel bad? But that's not, as in, it's a real weakness. Like, I'm trying to work on it anyway, because overeating is never good for anybody. Slim, fat, tall, short, red, black, it's not the best. I don't know if you caught this throughout this video, but I talk really fast. I don't know what usually goes wrong. Maybe my mouth moves too fast, or my head is moving faster than my mouth can articulate, but it gets to a point that I start tripping over my words. I haven't finished one word, I'm already moving to the next one, and before I know it, I'm stuttering and I'm stammering, and the whole thing is just a mess. I just have to stop and start again. And it's something I'm really trying to work on. I'm trying to, talk and enunciate my words slowly and clearly. And I think it's sort of improving, because, I've done this video and there haven't been any major lapses, although you wouldn't know because I probably just cut it out. But yes, I talk fast. So I'd like to round up with my interests. I have a whole bunch of interests. I'm interested in urban design, urban planning, city planning. That's my educational and professional background. I am also interested in politics, Nigerian politics to be precise. You probably see one or two videos on my channel about that. I'm also interested in responsible capitalism. So, these are the things I'll probably be doing videos about, vlogging about, that kind of thing. So, that's it. That's me in 10 points. Sort of a nice speed, get to know me video. Like I said, I just want you to get to know the person behind the camera. Anyway, so till next time, see ya.